Hello and welcome on this peak winter solstice time. This is Caro from Reclaiming Feminine Fire here to invite you to deeper connection to yourself and to this nature's life cycle, so you may discover something meaningful here for you at this auspicious, powerful, dark time of the year. My passion is to help women drop into their bodies, ground into the earth, and offer a process to work through whatever shows up for you, for the women that come to me. In this way, they can be clear about their wisdom, their power, and their genius in order to show up confident, empowered, and courageous in their lives. This inspires me because I know that this is an auspicious time for all of us, especially us women. The Sweet Medicine Path talks about how the era of the patriarchy ended at the end of 2012, and it launched us into a new era of the feminine. And we are birthing this new feminine consciousness. And it is my passion and my legacy to leave and ignite a new feminine consciousness that is embodied and expressed. So I am thrilled to be here with you to seed another piece of this growth, of this possibility, of this potential in this dark time, to see this in the earth together. And I welcome you to join me tonight as we seed another dream to awaken this new feminine consciousness together. And so tonight here, we will start with presencing. So I will lead you into a moment of presencing to help ground and soften ourselves into this sweet, sacred, dark time of the winter solstice. Then I will read you a poem to inspire and open you to the wonders of this evening. And I'd like to also offer a context for this time, this call that we have here, this video session, why I'm doing this. And I'd like to also offer an exercise to give you a direct experience of listening through your body and how this helps you as a resource for you in your life, so that it may bring hope in this dark time, instead of colluding with the illusion that this is that the dark is depressive and it's filled with depression. That this is actually, depression is only a sign of disconnection. That this dark time is ripe. It's ripe for us to tune into ourselves, to tune into our inner voice, our inner landscape, and reconnect to our natural rhythm, reconnect to nature and nature's natural rhythm, and how we are together a source of power and wisdom and life if we choose to. And I'd like to offer you this gateway, this opportunity to taste this evening through your own body and through your own experience. And I'd like to end with just a bit of wisdom that you will find through yourself, through your own body, to support you through this solstice dark time until my next guided call in January. So I hope this serves you and supports you and offers you hope through this holiday, Yuletide solstice time. So I'd like to start with I'd like to start with the presencing. So I just invite you to close your eyes and just notice your breath here. And just inviting you to bring your hands down to your womb space, just to your belly, below your belly button. And then bring one hand to your heart. And feel your feet on the ground and your bum on the chair if you are, or on the floor. And just allow yourself to just notice your breath here. And I invite you to bring your attention to the breath and let your breath connect to your hand that's on your heart. So you may bring your awareness to this space on your chest, this space that is your heart space. And then bring your attention and awareness to your hand that is on your belly, below your belly button. So you may bring attention and awareness to this part of your body. And our body is the gateway to our untapped wisdom, to our untapped genius. And as we work on ourselves, we envelop the mystery of who we are. We do our inner work. We tap into more and more of our innate wisdom that's held in our body. We tap into our gifts and talents here. And what that means is, as we work on ourselves, we detoxify the body, which helps to light up the body, which means that the body starts becoming more alive because our senses become more alive and more activated. Our senses evolve, and we recognize we have these inner gifts that lay dormant and clogged because of the density that we were carrying in our bodies, to the baggage, as we often call it. But the more we lighten our load, we do our inner work, we become more aware, the more we gift ourselves with these senses that evolve and become awakened. So what that means is you have more ease in visualizing, more ease in your intuition becoming more stronger and more powerful, that you have more ability to connect with people and understand what they're feeling or possibly what they are experiencing. And that leads to more presence with ourselves and each other, which leads to more or deepening of our relationships. So I hope I've inspired you to tend to your body and to come back to your body so you can live more from this body. So here we are, breathing into our body, bringing all that I've spoken to this time together, to be a pathway to ground in our bodies and source more wisdom and more connection here. And may your next 5 breaths allow you just to soften into the body. Allowing yourself to feel your whole body softening. Your eyes softening, releasing any tension or worry. Your jaw relaxing. your shoulders dropping, your breath lightening, your belly relaxing, your hips opening, your legs surrendering to the floor, your hips surrendering to the chair, your whole body relaxing here, your whole body relaxing, your whole body relaxing. I invite you to feel your feet on the floor, on the ground. Imagine you have roots here, roots that are growing from the place where your feet, you feel the contact of the soles of your feet with the floor, where you feel there's most pressure onto the floor. Let those roots grow from that place. Imagine those roots are growing into the floor and through the building and into the earth, where they pierce the earth and go into the darkness, the moist, dark flesh of the earth, where they grow, your roots grow wide so that they can connect deeply to the earth and feel the juicy moistness here, where they can feel held, where they can feel safe in the folds of the earth, where they feel porous and are able to uptake, to lick up and taste and breathe up the cool, moist earth. Or if you like, they can breathe up the powerful fire of the earth. Or if you like even better, that they can breathe up the mineralized river that lies in the earth, the table water, the river of the table water, that you can uptake that, breathe it up into your roots and up your legs and into your hips. Imagine you can see that color, see that quality up through your legs and into your body, nourishing your body, nourishing your hips, nourishing your torso and legs, and filling you up with these beautiful, nourishing, abundant qualities of the earth. And at the same time, as you fill up your being, your body, from your womb space, from your belly area, inside your belly, from the center of your womb or the center of your uterus, the spaciousness that's there, I invite you to send an imaginary root, but more like a filament, an energetic filament that gravitates up towards the stars. I invite you to let it fly, let it grow, let it reach up through your body, all through your torso, up, 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 through your throat and through your head and through your crown, up into the sky. Imagining it grow, returning to the light of the moon or returning to the light of the stars or the universe. But definitely going up to your favorite constellation or the favorite planet, favorite star, and let it reach up to that favorite place so that it can anchor itself there for a moment, visiting this favorite place and allowing the essence and the light, the brilliance and the clear intelligence to come down back from that place through the universe and into the sky, and now into your crown, so it can fill your crown with this light, and fuel your whole being with this light by traveling down, down, down through your crown and into your head, through your throat and into your heart, filling each space with its light and its divine love. And down it goes through your heart and into your upper belly, fueling your power center, and down through your belly button and into your womb, and filling your feminine womb space. And once it's filled it with light and connection from this special place in the universe, let it come down, down, down through your womb and down through your feminine organs, through your vagina, and let it come down back into the earth to fuel your roots again and reconnect with the earth, so you can be at one with the earth and at one with the special place in the stars of the universe. So you're filled with this light from above and grounded and nourished by the earth below. Let that fuel itself in your body so that your womb space is deeply nourished from the above and the below, creating more space here for a deep connection with yourself and with your feminine inner landscape and wisdom. And take 5 more breaths here as you reconnect and soften in this inner landscape of your feminine home, your feminine self. And as you still have your hand on your belly and on your chest, I invite you to make a sound here with me. If you're not sure what sound to make, you can make the sound of Om, or the sound from the heart that is an ah sound. Or you can just allow yourself to see what wants to rise up from your womb space and from your heart space. And taking a deep breath in together. And let your unique sound come through here with me. And come back to this call. Thank you for joining me in this beautiful, sacred solstice time to bring some deep connection to ourselves, to our belly, to our bodies, which rekindles us to our connection to the earth and rekindles our connection to the stars above. And we are made of stardust. They scientifically have found this to be true. So what a beautiful way to reconnect to our bodies and to this truth of who we are. And as we embody we come back to our bodies, we reconnect to our bodies, and we embody our truth. We rediscover who we are in our bodies. We can also then express our uniqueness, our unique self from this embodied place. So that's what the sound was for, to help us, invite us to sound out who we are now in this moment. So I invite you to do this as often as you like. Now I'd like to take you to a poem that I have found that may inspire you to the darkness that's here at this time in the solstice winter time. It's called Celestial Music. It's a poem by Louise Gluck. And if you like, you can place your hand on your heart and the other hand on your womb space to stay connected to your essential self as a woman of heart and a woman of deep wisdom that's connected to her womb space, her deep, wise womb space. And so here we go. You can close your eyes if you like. I have a friend who still believes in heaven. Not a stupid person, yet with all she knows, she literally talks to God. She thinks someone listens in heaven. On earth, she's usually competent, brave too, able to face unpleasantness. We found a caterpillar dying in the dirt, greedy ants crawling over it. I'm always moved by disaster, always eager to oppose vitality, but timid also, quick to shut my eyes. Whereas my friend was able to watch, to let events play out according to nature. For my sake, she's intervened, brushing a few ants off the torn thing and set it down across the road. My friend says, I shut my eyes to God, that nothing else explains my aversion to reality. She says I'm like the child who buries her head in the pillow so as to not see the child who tells herself that light causes sadness. My friend is like the mother, patient, urging me to wake up, an adult like herself, a courageous person. In my dreams, my friend reproaches me. We're walking on the same road, except it's winter now. It's winter now. She's telling me that when you love the world, you hear celestial music. Look up, she says. When I look up, nothing. Only clouds, snow, a white business in the trees, like brides leaping to a great height. Then I'm afraid for her. I see her caught in a net, deliberately cast over the earth. In reality, we sit by the side of the road, watching the sunset. From time to time, the silence is pierced by a bird call. It's this moment we're trying to explain. The fact that we're at ease with death, with solitude. My friend draws a circle in the dirt. Inside, the caterpillar doesn't move. She's always trying to make something whole, something beautiful, an image capable of life apart from her. We're very quiet. It's peaceful sitting here, not speaking. The composition fixed, the road turning suddenly dark, the air going cool. Here and there, the rocks shining and glittering. It's the stillness we both love. The love of form is a love of endings. It's the stillness we both love. It's the stillness we both love. The love of form is a love of endings. And with your eyes closed, I invite you here to breathe in with me one breath and let a sound come from your lips. A sound that comes from being touched, whether consciously or not, by the vibrations of this poem. So I invite you to breathe in with me and let a sound escape your lips. Oh, oh, oh. And take your next breath and come back to join here with me. So each layer that I offer you, each new piece that we're doing together, we're deepening into the mystery of this evening of winter solstice. The context for our call tonight, why I'm doing this, is to create an opportunity for you to discover who you are on the inside. And once you're connected to yourself on the inside, once you've found a place of stillness where you can feel the stillness within yourself and have a spaciousness that is out of regular time, that is a special time outside of your regular time, where you can feel the tranquility and the spaciousness here, for you to just be present to yourself, to your body, and to what you discover here in this moment, in this present moment, is a gift you give yourself. And it's a radical way of being in the feminine. It's a radical way of reclaiming your feminine self. And it's a radical way of boosting the feminine consciousness that is growing in our world, to be part of this feminine evolution and to be a part of this new feminine awakening. Because as you do this for yourself, then you bring this embodiment, this experience of yourself, this embodiment and this connection to yourself, which leads to our connection to the earth, to the body that is beyond our body, but to the greater body of where we live, and to the connection of the galaxy, the greater body that is bigger than the earth. to the stars and the galaxy and the solar system. So we reconnect to our body, the earth body, and the celestial body, so that we can feel the truth of who we are and have an experience of that we are more than our minds, we are more than who we think we are in our day-to-day world and what the world tells us who we are. But we have this ability to deepen into ourselves and rediscover in this moment and in every moment who we are on the inside, our inner landscape, and rest in our bodies by reconnecting to them. And I hope go beyond that and bring our attention to our womb space, to our bellies, and take our discovery of who we are, the discovery of our own mystery even deeper by coming down into our bellies and discovering what is there. What is there on a physical level? What is there on an emotional level? Because we hold our emotions in our body. What is here on an energetic level? What's the quality that's here? And what would it mean to connect to our spiritual self in this womb space? So all these aspects are yours to discover. And I will lead us into a meditation to discover more of this, but also to let you know that there is so much possibility for you to reclaim your power through your body by visiting my videos, visiting Reclaiming Feminine Fire, or visiting the multitude of divine, beautiful goddess feminine beauties that are out there on the online world, in the virtual world, and in the real world that are part of this reclaiming our feminine power and awakening this new feminine consciousness. So I really invite you to explore more of your inner self and allow yourself, find the courage to do this, because there is a deep call at this sacred time for us to do this as women. And the only way we can really stay connected to life is to stay connected to our bodies, which is our gateway and our pathway to our womb space, which is the vehicle of life, which is the nest to birth life, whether it's in physical form, like with birthing a life, a child, but birthing anything, any of our creative projects in the world, birthing ourselves, and birthing our wellness and our spiritual life force, or just our emotional well-being, means that we need to be connected to this great space that is available for us to spark life into, whatever that may be for ourselves. So, as the Dalai Lama encourages women to recognize this about themselves, there is also a Tibetan myth of 1,000 goddesses that I found from Three Sisters, a beautiful, beautiful website, Three Sisters. There is a Tibetan myth that when 1,000 goddesses gather, the divine feminine will be rebirthed through their combined energies. So as you gather yourself and come back to your sacred life force, your sacred connection to life, and as we do this together, And as many do it together, as more and more women watch this video and connect to other sacred opportunities to reconnect to themselves, and we do this on a collective level, then we together are rebirthing this new feminine consciousness. We are rebirthing the 1,000 goddesses that will create the birthing of the divine feminine. Aho to that. So I invite you to breathe that in. And breathe it in deeply into your cells, down into the deep heart of who you are, like the deepest parts of your cells, into your 100 trillion cells. Breathe it in deeply, 2 more times. Breathing it all the way down to your toes. And I'm going to invite you now on this next breath to let all of this inspire the next sound of who you are in this moment. Coming back to our call here together. So I just invite you to check in with yourself and see how you're doing this moment. Just tune in and see who you are in this moment. What are you noticing? I invite you to gently open your eyes, but keep them soft, half closed and soft. And what has shifted for you here? Based on what you're noticing here, what has changed? What are you noticing within yourself that's changed? I'm noticing that I'm more calm. I'm feeling my body alive, and it's like I can feel my feet pulsing, the energy in my feet pulsing. I'm feeling how the presence of my feet on the floor, how heavy they are on the floor. I feel like my legs are alive, they're energized. I feel like I'm aware of my whole body from the inside out. And I'm feeling like I'm really attuned to my environment here in the room. What are you noticing? You could name it out loud or just notice it. So, I want to give you a bit of context. You can keep your hands here and just stay present to yourself as I speak to you about this dark time. The winter solstice, the longest night of the year. It's a real time for the feminine, a real time for anyone to be present to their feminine self. And the feminine aspect of who we are is the receptive, the reflective, the part of ourselves that's able to go inside. It can be the dark side. We call it the dark side. It could be the dark moon, the new moon time. But it's the time where we're quiet and we're tranquil. We're making space to just be present with what is, to go inward. So this dark time of the winter solstice is a great opportunity for you to check in and see what is here and present for yourself, so that you can let your body talk to you and speak to you and tell you, reveal to you what you're holding here on the inside, what you're holding here, what you need to be present to, what is inside of you, what is hidden to you, what is below the landscape, like below the surface of your being, what is in the landscape of who you are, so that you can have more awareness of what's happening here and bring to light and be more aware of what is just below your consciousness, what is just below the surface here. And you can access what is just below your awareness by just tuning into your body and seeing what's here. So I invite you to close your eyes and go ahead again, one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and start breathing into these spaces. Breathing into these spaces. Like the earth or like a tree, allow yourself to connect to your body and to your naturalness, to your nature. And I'd like to read you, while you're here breathing into your body, to invite you to reflect on these words from mysticmama.com on her winter solstice ritual ideas and celebrations. Like our ancestors, we have done from the beginning of time, we honor the cycles and the seasons that remind us of the ever-changing flow of life that we are a part of. Breathe that in. Ritual acts give life meaning. They also honor and acknowledge the unseen web of life that connects us all. If you don't have a community that provides this, don't be afraid to create your own and reclaim your connection to the source of all life. So I invite you to breathe that in. Reclaim your connection to the source of all life. Reclaim your connection to the source of all life within yourself. First and foremost, within yourself. A simple act done with intention in your heart is enough. And I invite you to say or to claim, once you have an intention in your heart, to bring that intention down to your belly so you can seed it in your womb space, into the space where life is birthed. So here in your heart and in your belly, I invite you, closing your eyes, to hear more words so that you can find within yourself your own intention for the solstice time. This solstice time is a pivotal moment in time that we venture inward to rekindle our inner fire and seed new seeds into the dark, moist earth. So tonight, in this sacred time, the way I've introduced ritual for myself in doing this for you, I have lit some candles here. I've lit a few candles. So consider using candles instead of artificial light in a ritual for yourself. And welcome in this dark time the light of the candlelight. And you can also make solstice lanterns too if you want to know more for that. Read Mystic Mama's website. So I invite you to breathe into your belly. And knowing that we've spoken of this dark time, I'd love for you, with your eyes closed, to source your own source of life in your belly. And I invite you to bring your hands, both hands, to the belly here. Breathing into your belly. And I invite you to ask the question, in my own dark landscape here, in my inner self, I breathe into my womb space, into the space within me, and ask my own womb space, what do I tend? What do I need to tend to here? Womb, sacred womb. What do I need to tend to here for myself in order to be in my life source, in my life vitality? Womb space, what do I need to tend to here? Breathing into your womb space, Breathing into your hips. Asking your womb space again, or asking your hips, whatever is easier for you. What do I need to do to help me be in connection with my body? Taking a deep breath in. Keeping one hand on your womb space, bring the other hand to your heart. And now connecting not only to your womb space, but to your heart. And imagining your roots now. Your roots are deeply embedded into the dark, moist earth, where they relax and are held and basking in the delicious moistness of the earth, fueled by the nourishment of the moist earth and the mineralized waters from the earth's table water, and also from her fire, and the core fire. All of that is gifted to you. Take what you like and what you need up into your roots, and let that come up your roots and into your feet and up your legs and into your body, where it lands into your womb and it circles into and through your womb. But see it spiral into your womb space, where it nourishes your womb space. It lights a fire and a light into your womb space, igniting your seeds of your intention. And then let it rise now. As it spiraled through your womb, let it rise now, up from your womb, through your torso, up into your heart, where it fills your heart, and fills your heart space. And you might see it spiral in and through your heart space, nourishing your heart, reconnecting your heart and your heart feelings and your heart love down into your womb space, reconnecting your heart to the seeds in your womb, reconnecting your heart to your fire, the source of your life, the source of who you are and who you keep birthing as yourself and your creativity for your life. Keep yourself nourished here by staying connected to both your heart and your womb. And from what you've discovered about yourself here, I invite you to formulate an intention An intention that you will seed into your womb space on this solstice night. An intention that you will seed in the dark, moist earth and the darkness of your womb at this dark time, at this dark reflective time. What intention do you want to seed here for yourself? I want to seed more opening and connection to myself and to my womb, so I may drop in and anchor myself to this source of wisdom and power that can fuel my everyday. This is my intention. I'm sourcing it and nourishing it and anchoring it as a seed into my womb. I invite you to do the same with eyes closed and bring your intention and intend it into your womb, into the seeds that are there in your womb space, in that space, so they can be ignited and they can germinate and grow in your womb belly so you can birth it. In its rightful time. Taking a deep breath here. Enjoying this quiet time with yourself, with me, and with all women that are here, collectively joining in on this call, growing our seeds for ourselves and each other collectively. Imagining that we are connecting through our wombs, a circle of sisterhood from our wombs. We are connecting deeply to our bodies and each other through our wombs. And when we gather in this way, consciously, through our wombs, when we gather in a circle through our wombs, then we step into our greatest wisdom. And we step into the place where we can dream together. We can dream together with the grandmothers, our ancestors, that guide us, our grandmothers, those who have come before us, those that are here in spirit that guide us from the spirit world. We can dream with them and allow them to guide us here, to teach us more deeply about the feminine teachings and what that means for ourselves. How we can grow these feminine truths in our bodies so they can be anchored and centered in ourselves, in our power, in our room space, in our center of who we are. And so we can walk strongly and tall from the anchoring that we do with these beautiful truths, these beautiful guiding words and teachings. So here together, let's listen. Let's listen to the guidance of the grandmothers. Together, let's dream together and listen to what the grandmothers want to tell us through our own individual selves. Take 2 minutes and listen here and see what shows up, whether it's in words or sounds or feeling or color. Go ahead. And if you like, we will breathe together and make a sound together from this place. So go ahead. Breathe in through your nose. Take another breath and another. Keeping your hands on your belly, gently open your eyes and keep your gaze soft. And if you like, I'll invite you to get a piece of paper and pen. And you will have an opportunity to go ahead and journal if you like. Whatever teaching came through for you from the grandmothers, from your own body, from your deep connection to your wisdom of your womb. And if you like, share with me either below here on this YouTube channel, or connect with me privately from my contact that you'll find below. I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, I welcome your questions. And I look forward to seeing you again at the beginning of January for our next cycle, for the new beginning at this new year time. So blessings to you. Journal if you like to capture and crystallize this beautiful wisdom. And I look forward to reconnecting with you on the other side of this 2015, at the beginning of the new cycle, the new year. Solstice winter blessings to you.